The chicken marinated. Now what I've got is around because I've got more than 1 kilo of chicken, so I've taken around 350-400 grams of shallots, which is crushed, and now I'll just put it in the this one and mash it a little bit more. I got around coarsely grounded 15 pieces of red chili. The best is that Perigam Malaga, the one you get in Kerala, but here I don't get, so I've used the normal chili. This is around 15-20 pods of garlic, which is also crushed, which will be also smashed in this. And then of course I have the chicken, which was marinated with chili powder, turmeric powder, ginger garlic paste, lemon juice. That's it. So it was marinated and kept aside almost more than an hour. So let me start making the chicken. So what I'll do, I've taken a pot. I'll put some oil and fry the chicken softly. Now in this masala, I'm going to put all the chicken and let it only dry, because this is a kind of, it's not with a gravy, it is supposed to be dry. Chicken is nicely cooked, so I don't need it to be cooked further. I just need to dry out. All the masalas to be nicely caught on the chicken. So chicken is completely put it on low fire. So only the water need to be evaporated and the chicken is ready. So what I'm going to do, I'll put some more curry leaf. See, I have got more than a kilo of chicken, and if I show you very closely, you may think, was this chicken with 8 legs or 10 legs? Sorry, the chicken was with 2 legs only as usual, but I just had extra chicken legs only brought. So I got around 8 legs. So it's not the chicken got 8 legs. And then I will need some ginger paste, chili powder, turmeric and garlic paste for marination. And 1 tablespoon turmeric, 1 tablespoon chili powder, half a tablespoon, make it 1 tablespoon garlic paste and 1 tablespoon ginger paste, salt to taste. So you can see how nicely everything is there. Then mix it properly. Friends, you can see it's nicely mixed. I've given some slits onto the legs, very nicely done. So it has gone into the chicken pieces very nicely. Leave it for 15-20 minutes. I'll come back with other ingredients and do the cooking. Okay, so this is for chicken kondatam. So friends, today AK's Kitchen is going to make a chicken. It's a Kerala dish called chicken kondatam. Thanks to one of our friend, my Chechi from Salala, Padmini Chechi. She has a video channel of her own. If you really like very nice Kerala dishes, go and watch her Padmini's Kitchen. You will find it in YouTube, Padmini's Kitchen. And this one, when she made it, I really thought I have to make that. And today I'm going to make chicken kondatam. Oil nicely hot, so I'm going to drop the chicken. As I told you before, you will see my chicken is just more than a kilo, and it has got around 7 or 8 legs. But that doesn't mean this is an ettigali, okay? It is not an ettigali. It's a 2-leg chicken. But I got some extra leg piece bought separately. So I'm just going to fry. And this has to be fried with lid on, because it should not be overcooked. It should not be crispy. It should have little softness intact. So I'm gonna put all the chicken, and then I will cover it with a lid so that it gets fried but very soft. Lot of chilies. This is the color of the chicken. It's purely chili, turmeric, ginger garlic and lemon juice, nothing else in it. So that was marinated and kept. You can only keep it for chicken is getting fried. Some water has come out of chicken, so it's nicely getting cooked, very soft. And this is how the chili and onion crushed together looks like. And in the same this thing, I crushed the garlic. I got some curry leaf. These are only ingredients which is going to be used for cooking the chicken. Which was missed before to show is tomato. Nice, two big and one medium size tomato, which will be cut and just blended. Not blanching, nothing, just cut and blend it, that's all. So my puree is ready. Chicken is almost cooked. It doesn't need to be cooked, and after that we will just do the final touch up with all the rest of the ingredients. Chicken has been nicely fried. I have used little of that same oil. In that I will drop some curry leaf. Curry leaf has been dropped. Now I'll put this crushed chili with shallots fully into it and saute it for a little while. There's no other spices going in this one. There's no other spices. Only chili, some garlic. Now I'll put the crushed garlic. That also goes in. And now we will cook it till it is nicely done. And then I'll add the tomato puree. Onion is now nicely cooked. You can see the color. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the blended tomato, which to cook it for some time till the oil separates out. So tomato in. I put 3 tomatoes. So let it cook for a while, and then a little water will evaporate from the tomato puree and oil will separate. Once oil separates, what I've done is I've, when I made the chicken masala, I had little masala left in the oil. I took it out and put it in the water. So I'm going to use that. So that will enhance the taste because it was cooked. Chicken was cooked in that. Now in this masala, I'm going to put all the chicken and let it only dry because this is a kind of, it's not with a gravy, it is supposed to be dry. Chicken is nicely cooked, so I don't need it to be cooked further. Just need to dry out. All the masalas to be nicely caught on the chicken. So chicken is completely low fire. So only the water need to be evaporated and the chicken is ready. So what I'm going to do, I'll put some more curry leaf. Okay, so you can see nicely oil has been separated. So I'm going to add this boiled masala with water, and because chicken was already salted, so I have to be careful. I'll just put little for the masala to get some salt. And if I need, I can add later. Oh, that's standard procedure for putting oil. Salt, because you can add it whenever you want. So now this masala will cook Let it cook for a while. Nicely